Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered how far humanity has truly reached? For centuries, Mars has captured our imagination, a world that looks so much like Earth, yet remains so different. In recent years, missions from powerful space agencies have revealed pieces of its story. But in 2020, something remarkable happened. A young nation with no history of interplanetary flight dared to leap directly to Mars. This is the story of HOPE, the United Arab Emirates' first mission to the Red Planet, a mission of science, ambition, and symbolism. Together, let's explore why it matters, what it seeks to uncover, and what it means, not just for one country, but for all of us. In the summer of 2020, Earth and Mars reached a rare alignment, opening a brief launch window. 3 nations seized that opportunity: the United States, China, and the United Arab Emirates. Each sent spacecraft toward the Red Planet, hoping to write their names into the history of exploration. Among them, one mission stood out. It wasn't from a space giant with decades of experience, but from a nation making its very first leap beyond Earth's orbit. The United Arab Emirates launched HOPE, or Amal, a spacecraft designed to study Mars from above. It marked the UAE's entry into interplanetary science. Why is this mission significant, and what does it hope to uncover? Let's dive deeper together. The United Arab Emirates established its space agency in 2014 with a clear vision to inspire a new generation, diversify its oil-dependent economy, and invest in knowledge and technology. Instead of starting small with the lunar orbiter, they aimed directly for Mars, a bold and risky decision. For a country whose modern identity has long been linked to oil, this was a symbolic turning point. It was a statement wealth would no longer flow only from the ground, but from innovation, science, and curiosity about the cosmos. And in choosing Mars, they chose one of humanity's greatest challenges. HOPE was not built in isolation. The UAE partnered with leading institutions, the University of California, Arizona State University, and the University of Colorado Boulder. The spacecraft was assembled in the United States, and India's ISRO contributed knowledge from their own successful Mars mission. Finally, Japan provided the launch vehicle lifting HOPE into the sky from Tanegashima Space Center on July 19, 2020. After 7 months adrift in the cold void, HOPE approached its critical moment, orbital insertion. A single maneuver, a precise burn of its engines, would decide success or failure. On February 9, 2021, the signal came: HOPE had entered Martian orbit. The UAE became the 5th nation to reach Mars, and only the 2nd to succeed on its very first try. But what exactly was HOPE built to do? The mission was designed after consultation with NASA scientists who identified key gaps in our knowledge of Mars's atmosphere. To answer them, HOPE carries 3 main instruments: a spectrometer to measure water vapor and ice, a spectrometer to track temperature and detect hydrogen and oxygen escaping into space, and a high-resolution camera to capture detailed images of Mars. With these tools, the mission aims to monitor Martian weather and climate like never before, becoming the first true weather satellite around the planet. Why focus so much on the atmosphere? Because Mars today is cold, dry, and hostile. But it wasn't always like this. Evidence suggests the planet once had rivers, lakes, even oceans. What happened? On Earth, the boiling point of water changes with altitude. At sea level, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, but at the top of Mount Everest, it boils at just 70. The reason is air pressure. Thinner air means lower boiling points. Now imagine Mars, where the air pressure at the surface is equivalent to being 30 kilometers above Earth. Under such conditions, liquid water cannot survive. It evaporates almost instantly. Yet in the ancient past, Mars must have had a thicker atmosphere to keep its water stable. Understanding how it lost that atmosphere is at the heart of HOPE's mission. Our sun constantly bombards planets with high-energy photons and streams of charged particles, the solar wind. On Mars, These photons strike atmospheric atoms, knocking electrons loose and turning them into ions. Without a strong magnetic field to protect it, Mars's atmosphere is vulnerable. The solar wind sweeps ions away in a process called sputtering. Over billions of years, this sputtering may have stripped more than 65% of Mars's atmosphere. Today, the process continues, though at a slower pace, as the sun has grown less active with age. You might ask, doesn't Earth face the same threat? Yes, but Earth has two advantages. First, geological processes replenish its atmosphere. Second, our planet has a magnetic field generated by the motion of its molten core that deflects much of the solar wind. Mars once had a magnetic field too, but with a smaller size and mass, its core cooled faster and solidified, shutting down the dynamo effect. Without this invisible shield, Mars was left exposed to the sun's relentless wind, and its atmosphere slowly vanished. NASA's MAVEN spacecraft has been studying this process since 2014, but from a highly elliptical orbit that zooms close to the planet before swinging far out again. HOPE takes a different approach. Its higher, more stable orbit provides a continuous global view. It can track Martian weather patterns daily, monitor the changing seasons, and follow massive dust storms as they swirl across the planet. Together, HOPE and MAVEN complement each other. One examines details up close. The other provides context from afar. By combining their data scientists hope to better understand how much atmosphere Mars loses, how fast and why. So what does all this mean for us? The HOPE mission is not only about Mars, it is also about Earth. By studying how Mars lost its atmosphere, we gain insight into planetary evolution and perhaps even clues about our planet's future. For the UAE, HOPE is more than a spacecraft. It is a national symbol, proof that ambition and cooperation can push boundaries once thought unreachable. The name HOPE itself carries weight. It represents humanity's drive to explore, to learn, and to imagine a future beyond our home world. Over its planned 2-year mission, HOPE will gather data that deepens our understanding of the solar system and reminds us of our place within it. Let's not forget, every discovery about Mars is also a mirror, reflecting questions about our own world, our past, and our future. The HOPE mission is still orbiting Mars, silently collecting data, sending back images, and enriching our understanding of the red planet's past and present. It stands as a reminder that exploration is not limited to the few, but open to any nation willing to dream and act boldly. What we learn about Mars today may one day shape our choices here on Earth. And perhaps as we compare our world with its once habitable neighbour, we are reminded of just how fragile and precious our own planet is. Thank you for joining us on this journey across space and time. If you enjoyed exploring with us, consider subscribing to Cosmic Compass, where together we uncover the wonders of the universe. Until next time, keep looking up, because the cosmos always has more to share.